Hi, it's Jen, and I just wanted to come on here and talk to you a little bit about setting up an email sequence inside of Kajabi. So, to navigate to the email sequence section in the email campaigns, you're going to click marketing on the left-hand bar. You're going to go into email campaigns, and as you can see, we have a number of ones in here, but we're going to start from scratch and set up a new email campaign. Now, today we're going to be focusing on email sequences. Email sequences are used preferably at the nurture email sequences after someone grabs a freebie from you. A good congratulations, welcome to the class gamification email sequence while they're in your course is also a great way to utilize email sequences. I have some people that have used email sequences to schedule out every single newsletter for an entire year. So that's a series of emails that can be triggered by any automation, whether they purchase, opt into a freebie form, whatever that may be. So today we'll work with email sequences, and we're just going to use a sample sequence. All right, so we can go ahead and choose what we would like this email sequence to have in it. Now, a lot of people want to cram as much as they can into an email and then get frustrated if it goes into a promotions folder or a spam folder. The simpler your email is, the more likely it will end up in their primary email inbox. And the reason being is because the robots that filter through to find spam emails and sort them accordingly are triggered by specific things. So if there's too many links leading off of the email, if there's large images, videos, logos, things like that, if it looks like it is a friend emailing a friend with a plain email, maybe one call to action, if it's very simple, you're going to have a better open rate, a better click-through rate, because more people are going to see it when it ends up in their primary email inbox. So definitely consider that. I know everybody wants to go for beauty and all these fancy schmancy things that are out there, but I 100% of the time stick to a simple email. So I just go with the simple text. But Kajabi has created some great templates in here for you to start, use, and swap out some photos or your logo or videos. All right, so we're going to go with the simple text email because it is definitely the one that I use the most, and it's the one that has the best click-through rate for me. Everything is not one size fits all, so you have to check your metrics and stay on top of your numbers, but I would say stick with a plain text email. All right, so we're going to go sample here. We'll go one. And here it's going to populate it here. So this is going to be the first email in your email sequence. Often the first email is the one that is going to be, thank you for getting my free ebook. Thank you for downloading my deliverable, whatever you want that to be. So that usually will go out actually on day 0. Day 0 being the same day that it is triggered by either someone filling out a form or purchasing a product. So I always usually start on day 0, the day of it doing so. So there's a subject line here, so you can enter your subject line here, as well as your preview text. Not all email systems have preview text, but if you want to put something there, do so for sure. They have these recommended characters or minimum, maximum amount of characters. You want to keep it shorter, short and catchy, but also, like I said, a friend emailing a friend is always going to have the largest open email rates. All right, so here to edit, you can either just click here or launch email editor. And here you were able to write the text of the email. that you would like to put in here, or copy and paste it if you have them scheduled out on a Trello board or on a Google Sheet or whatever it may be. Here, if you have a button, you can enter in the URL that you would like them to go to, or if you just slide down to the bottom, you're able to delete the button if you don't have anything, any call to action on this particular email. I don't see a lot of entrepreneurs, let alone digital course entrepreneurs, that don't have a call to action on their emails, but maybe in your email, you instead want to utilize it in the actual email. So you can put it in there instead of having an actual button to make it flow a little bit better and not seem like here's a giant button to buy my stuff, unless you're going for that. So this is where you'll edit it. Once you're done editing, you're going to click save at the bottom, and then you'll go ahead and head back to the initial email sequence editor. So now that this is done, we're going to go ahead and click save. And did it save? Okay, I just blinked and didn't notice it. Okay, and then we're going to go back here. So here you have your sample email sequence. There's a couple things I want to touch base with on this dashboard. So we have your settings for your sequence located here. You can opt to not send this to subscribers who have purchased particular offers, or someone who's submitted a particular form, so excluding people from this sequence. Your sending time, so if you want to send it at 9 versus 4 p.m., and then also if you want to add some automations. So in the add automation, if the email sequence is completed, then you can, if you deactivate them from an offer, if you register them to an event, if you add a tag, if you're going to send another email, like a should I stay or should I go email, or maybe a single use coupon or something like that. So that's just for the end of sequence automation. So let's go back to the sample sequence. Now there's also a report where you're able to see, obviously this is going to all generate zeros, but for this overall health of this sequence, you're going to be able to see subscribes, delivered, opened, and all of that good stuff. It's also going to list here. We only have one day in right now, but it's going to list all the days. And so you'll be able to track the individual sent, clicked, open, and unsubscribed rates for each email, which is really important when you're wanting to go in and tweak after the fact. You're able to say, okay, well, this email number 4 is not performing adequately. I would like to change the, it's not getting a good open rate, so maybe change the subject line, and that will increase the open rate. So it gives you a chance to check your metrics. I know I say it a lot, you guys, and I'm so sorry, but it really makes a difference when you find these little things and improve just a little bit at a time. Another automation section, and then you can track your subscribers. So when you click here, you'll be able to see anybody who's subscribed into this email sequence. Obviously, my sample does not have anybody in it. Secondarily, down here, we have another automation section where you can do individual automations for emails. So when this email sequence is sent, when this email sequence is opened, or when it is clicked, you're able to then send them something else depending on that. So let's say if somebody opens and clicks on the downloadable that you send them on day 0, maybe if they click on it, you want to send them a single use coupon, right? Saying, hey, thank you for clicking on this. I want to give you 10% off this product, or 10% off a coaching call with me. Whatever your next thing may be, this is really a way to kind of see who's engaging and keep them engaging, and see those that aren't engaging and encourage or increase those engagements accordingly. So you can send them a different email. You can branch them off and send them a one-off email. You can grant them an offer. You can subscribe them to another email sequence. Maybe after they open it, they go into a different email sequence that's a gamification of your PDF or downloadable that really helps engage them with that. So there's a bunch of different things you can really do within here, and it's great. And we love it. So let's say we're just going to we'll send a single use coupon, right? we're going to enter the coupon code. It pulls up the exact email that it's going to send over to them. Now down here, you can add conditions. So that filter maybe they already have the offer that you're trying to send them. So you want to make sure that you don't send it to somebody who has an offer that paid full price if you're going to give a 10% discount to somebody who has this offer. So it gives you a way to kind of filter out and eliminate errors in case somebody who's been a long time, student of yours goes and gets a new freebie, and then you want to send them a coupon to take that course, but you need to be able to filter them out here. So I hope that makes sense. If not, comment below. I can loom all day. Okay, so that's the email sequence. Then what you're going to want to do is to set the next one. You're going to want to go to add new email and then do the same series of events. We'll just name this number 2. And the same thing. So you can decide the day spread. So that one was sent out on day 0. Maybe you don't want to send another email until day 2 or day 3, depending on how aggressive you want your email sequence to be and how your marketing plan is. I always say this too. I know one size doesn't fit all. So some may send one every single day for 100 days. Some may send one every 3 days for 18 days. It really depends on you and what your plan is and your individualized comfort level. So we're just going to hit save, and then we'll go back to the sample email sequence. And now we have 2 emails in this sequence. And so this is a great way for you to keep in touch with prospective clients, with current students, and really, really increase your conversions after someone gets a freebie and you have a solid email sequence. All right, if you guys have any questions, comment below. I'm always around, and you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, and we're kind of everywhere. We dabble. So everybody have a great day.